So tonight, as you heard, our topic will be transforming challenges into blessings, into real success. And I would like to ask first, what does it mean success? What does it mean success? The natural tendency is all of us to be more successful in different areas in our life. If you can show the first slide, please. So if it's love, relationships, family, business, finance, health, we all would like to be successful. But at times, it comes with a price. We achieve success in one area in our life, in finance, and then we see a major chaos in relationship. Or a person feels that they made their soulmate, but they're not motivated to do anything else beside focusing and connecting to that energy of love in their life. In the world that we live, especially today, it was always then, but today it will be more and more apparent. Success cannot be an isolated, singular achievement in one area as a person's life. It has to be holistic in every areas of a person's life. So many of us learn, most of us feel intuitively that the force of this universe, the force of God, the force of the Creator, the light force, is an infinite force of goodness, of giving, of fulfillment. Infinite. In different words, it is infinite force that wants to give success in every area in our life. Real success, lasting success, without side effects. That's the energy of the Creator. So here comes the biggest paradox in life. We believe in God, in energy, in infinite force of goodness that exists everywhere, not up there in the sky within us. And that force just wants to share, to impart with us that energy of success. It means more true lasting love, more true lasting financial success, more true lasting inner achievement, connecting to real being purposeful in this world. That's the nature of the light. And at the same time, we find ourselves stuck in dreams without achievements in many areas. Where is the gap between the nature of the force of the Creator, which is energy of blossoming and providing success, than us that somehow, not always and in very often, collectively and individually, not manifesting that energy of success. So I will start with the Kabbalistic definition of success. Let's start there before we'll get into our challenges connected to it. The Kabbalistic definition of success is any type of positive energy, love, relationship, family energy, abundance at work energy, friendship energy, it's all energy, health energy, any type of energy that will be channeled not just for myself alone, will be used to receive, but also for the sake of sharing. The Kabbalists call it real energy of success. energy of circuitry, energy of no beginning, no end. If my definition of success, when I will get the $1 billion, that's when I can relax and be happy and feel safe and take care of other things in my life. Even if I'll achieve this $1 billion, it will not add real value in my life. Because the definition of success Kabbalistically is circuitry, receiving for the sake of sharing. Even if a person did find their soulmate, half of their soul that came from heaven and manifested in this world. But there's no concept to connect for the sake of sharing with others, to connect for the sake of both of us growing. It's all about me feeling the love. Even potentially, there's tremendous energy and blessing and love and harmony there. If it's not channeled for the sake of sharing, it will end up with some short circuits and side effects of chaos in the person's life. Can you think about one time in your life, that you achieved what you wanted? You got that relationship that you wanted very much. You got that deal that you wanted very much. You fixed that health problem that you wanted very much. But with that came some chaos attached to it. Can you think? Share with the person next to you just one example, 30 seconds. You achieved what you wanted, but then with that came some side effects of chaos, or challenges, or negativity. Please share. So how many of you could really clearly identify times in your life that you achieved what you thought will make you happy, but right afterwards it came with some price? Can you raise your hand? Good. So the first principle, the universe, God, the light, the creator, wants to give us abundance and success in every area in our life. Doesn't mean everybody should be billionaire. But the success comparing to what I came to achieve. As long as we get the idea that success is a concept of circuitry, more I have, more I share. More real love I have, more I can share with other people and help each other to grow. More real love I have, more I can inject energy to my employees or to my co-worker at work. It's all holistic and it's all connected. Temporary achievement, it's not connecting to the light. Success is energy of circuitry. Energy of circuitry that always moving. When you have limited destination, and that's your definition of happiness, chaos will come with that. Rule number one. Success is energy of circuitry. Think about one area in your life, you don't have to share. Close your eyes for a second, if you want. And think about one area in your life that you open yourself for the energy of the success by the light. And imagine how can more you are blessed in that area, more of a giver you will be. Instead of, I love and people like me and I love recognition and I'll buy, no. How you will be a more generous person, and it will add benefits to your surrounding, to specific people, and to the world. Think about one area in your life that you really open for that true energy of success coming in life. It can be in relationships, improving the areas of real love relationship. It can be in abundance, in prosperity, in work. It can be in real friendship. It can be in health. It can be in finding purpose and meaning and making a difference in the world. One area. Look at this as energy of circuitry. Okay, we can open our eyes. Now, the question is, what do you think? By visualizing success, that's what it's all about? Let's look at the next slide for a second. So you see this guy is visualizing a house with a beautiful woman, and he heard that that's a spiritual principle. If you just think about it, it will come. You know what the Kabbalists would say about that? Maybe it will come. But if you're not going through a real process in your life, it will cause chaos in your life. So visualization and seeing that success, I'm not saying this, it's wrong, but it's not the main ingredient. It's important to have vision. It's important to expect unlimited blessings in life, absolutely. But that's very small part of the picture. And now we're getting to the main part of the session this evening. So what is necessary in this world to achieve sustainable success without side effects? You might visualizing finding a parking space. You might visualizing closing a deal. And you know something? It might happen because there is energy to consciousness and intention. But we just said before, in order for blessing to be sustained, we need to go through a process that we really can handle that energy in a lasting way. Because many of us cannot handle success. If everybody here in the room will get $1 billion, can you handle it right away? If everybody will get their soulmate inside, most of you say, yes, I can handle it, I know. But if everybody will get their soulmate instantly, or everything will be great instantly with the kids, with the family, everything, all your issues. Do you think we can all handle it? I have a surprise for you. Not necessarily. Because there's more that we need to go through. So let's go to the next slide. We have a baby calf, you know, it's a small cow, okay? And we have a baby. So Rav Ashlag is the teacher of the Rav Berg and Karen Berg. Rav Ashlag in his book, Wisdom of Truth, giving an example. Imagine you coming from out of space. And the first time in your life, you're observing a baby is born and a baby calf is born. You never saw these creatures before. You're just the observer. The baby cannot take care of himself, cannot walk, very dependent creature, helpless, cannot even see. It's the only creature that doesn't have natural instinct to stay away from fire is a baby. The calf, after a few minutes, standing, walking, staying away from fire, staying away from a cliff, walk towards his mother to nurse, to drink the milk. Who do you think is more mature and evolved creature? The baby or the calf? If you're just observing it, you don't know the whole process, you just judge the picture that way. Who would you think? The calf. Naturally. Very interesting, the law in nature. Did you know that more mature, more evolved, more intelligent the creature at the beginning of its growth, less mature, less evolved, less intelligent at the end, and vice versa? The least mature, intelligent, independent creature in the world, human being, is the most independent, the most intellectual, the most capable creature in our planet. Interesting paradox to teach us what? An important lesson. In this world, the light of the Creator, which is a force of goodness, force of success, manifests itself in a gradual process. Even though the baby potentially in a seed level, it is the most mature and intelligent creature, if you judge in the middle of the process, will be the most immature, the most dependent, and as a baby, the most selfish. So when you judge in the middle of the process without seeing the complete process, we will not have the right observation about reality. The next slide. Here is planting orange seed. Hopefully it's an orange seed, okay? And then this is after 3 years, you have sour oranges. And after 5 years, you have ripe, sweet oranges. A process. You plant the seed, you have a little plant, you have oranges which are very sour, and you have very sweet oranges. Was in the seed level already, in a DNA level, is already written the destination of the orange, that it will be sweet? Is it there in a DNA level? Absolutely yes. But imagine you taste the orange after 3 years instead of 5. How would it taste? Very sour. Another law in nature. You can check it out afterwards. More sour the fruit in the process, sweeter at the end. So if you are farmer and you know very much about the process of growth of your oranges, if you taste the fruit from 2 trees after 3 years, one will be very sour, one will be a little bit sour. The farm, you will be so excited when it's very sour. Wow, I love it! Because you know it's going to get very sweet. Isn't it? Again, the paradox in nature. There is a process. The orange doesn't get sweet instantly. The baby doesn't get intelligent instantly. There is a process. And when you judge the situation in the middle of the process, it feels very often so sour, so sweet, so bad. Let's look at our own life. Think about one time in your life that breakup or that disappointment with the partner or that suffering in one area in your life felt so sour, felt so bitter, first so difficult. But eventually, when you went through the process, Only then you realize, wow, it was such a blessing. When the process completed itself, can you think about one area in your life that in the midst of that moment in your past, it felt so sour and difficult, and you didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it didn't make sense at all, but then you realize, I do not want to replace one moment of what I went through. Thank God I went through it. Can you please share one example with the person next to you? I'll give you a little bit more time now. 4 minutes, okay? Kabbalistically, there's no really good things happen to us and bad things happen to us. When things feeling bad, Kabbalistically, what does it mean? We're in the middle of the process. There's no bad. There's the middle of the process. When the orange is sour, the middle of the process. Yeah, you're right. Some processes are more painful than others. That's our free will in this world. People who are choosing to judge life, other people, their situation, as horrible and as bad when things are tough, and as a result they'll be reactive and selfish, the process will be much longer. People who learn how to embrace the process, and that's what we're here to learn tonight, the formula, how to go through the step to embrace the process, then we will go through a necessary process, but it will be much faster and much more joyous. Before I get to what's the formula to transform from difficult process to the sweet fruit, first question is, why do we need to go to a process? Why? Why each one of you shared examples of you went to a difficult process and afterwards you were thankful? Why did you have to go to it? Why couldn't you get to where you needed to get without needing to go to a process? Why couldn't it be much easier? So we know, Kabbalistically, that if I'm receiving something without ability to appreciate it, I will not receive it. I will lose it. And the process is to create ability for me to appreciate the blessing that I'm connected. That's one reason. The process helped me to learn that I need to be a little bit less selfish in my life. Think about it. What a difficult process that each one of you, including myself, went through. In relationships, in business. Really learning your lessons, you learn to be kinder, more forgiving, more sensitive. Did the pain that you went through made you more empathetic or less empathetic to other people's processes? More. If I'm selfish and I'm into myself and I'm just getting blessings, the reason I will not be able to handle them, because Kabbalistically a selfish vessel, a selfish receiver cannot handle blessings. So we need to go through a process of change, a process of transformation, from being selfish to being a giver, from being insensitive to being more sensitive, from not being empathetic to become more empathetic, from thinking I'm the only one that exists in the world to realize other people exist in the world, from thinking I'm right and you're wrong to realize there's two sides to the story, from being ungrateful and unappreciative and thinking the world I'm entitled for everything, to realize that they can appreciate every little thing in life. Imagine you give your child or someone that you love everything that they want without making any effort and without going through any process to get it. Instant. One of the problems in our generation that we need to work on it, that kids today get everything without process. 1 year old child knows how to open the YouTube and to find things actually, intuitively. Everything is instant. Whatever they want. Watching 5 shows at the same time. This app, this music, that music. Instant energy. Like no process. And they can be even smarter, the kids in our generation. But with less process, less ability to appreciate and to handle success. So getting to the destination is one thing, but we have to go through a process in order for us to be able to handle it. You know, maybe you heard about it. Was an experiment was done, and those kids were followed for 30 years, many years ago, with marshmallow. Is there marshmallow in Brazil? Yes. There's marshmallow. So the experience is, so the kids, they experiment with different kids. They put them in a closed room with a camera, and they told them, here is one marshmallow. If you'll be able to resist it until we're coming, which is 5 minutes, you're going to get 2 marshmallow. And then they told them, if you're going to resist the 2 marshmallow, you're going to get 4. It's interesting, you can find it in YouTube, by the way. It's interesting to see how some kids cannot resist and licking it and eating half of it and hiding it, and some can resist it. But Richard's shown those who could resist were more successful in life. Those who went through a difficult process, you know what? It's difficult now. I can embrace it, but then I can handle having more. Those who went for the instant, I want it now. I want the orange to be sweet now. I want it now, without the waiting, without the patience, without embracing the process, without going through the steps, without having real patience, without looking inside about growing and becoming. Those have more difficult time to handle blessings, even if it will be handed to them. One of the greatest tools we can give to our new generation, the ability to handle process, to resist the desire for instant results. I don't want process, I want the answer now. So in one hand, technology is all about fast, but our soul still needs to earn fulfillment. And that's creating a lot of paradox. Let me bring it down to earth. Every challenge that we're going through, every difficulty that we're going through, every sadness that we're going through, every disappointment that we're going through, every betrayal that we're going through, every loss of money that we're going through, every headache that we're going through, every stomachache that we're going through, every burst of fear that we're going through, was designed by the light as part of a process to help me to achieve some level of success and joy if I'll be able to handle the process right. The Kabbalah says, don't get rid of the sadness. Don't get rid of the feeling of betrayal. Don't get rid of the experience of the money loss. Don't get rid of your mistakes that you are not proud of them. Don't get rid of your history. Everything that is in my life in the present and part of my past is designed as a process to help me to to achieve some level of success, joy, purpose, meaningful, enlightenment, divine inspiration, true wisdom, ability to help people, psychic abilities, intuitive abilities, creative abilities. Behind each bitter process there's end sweet reality to it. Now, if I'm a victim about what I'm going through, if I'm blaming the world about what I'm going through, yeah, eventually it will be sweet, but it might take a few lifetimes. So that's our free will, how long the process will take. So it's not bad, it's part of a process. And it was designed. And wishing this bitterness will never exist in my life, it's already existing in my life. So you better accept it. If not, you're going to prolong the process. With the baby and the fruit, it's easy because we're watching the big picture. When we are going through a breakup in relationship, or we're going to a betrayal, or we're going to a very tough financial situation, it's tough to accept as a process. Maybe it's bad. Maybe I made a horrible mistake. Maybe it will never be better. Absolutely, that's the job of the ego and the opponent within each one of us, to doubt that. Are you ready for the formula to transform? And then afterwards you'll be able to picture it, okay? We didn't want to give you papers, to lose papers, then you can take a picture. So, are you ready for the formula?
Yes.
Transforming challenges into opportunities. Yeah?
Yes.
So, first click. So step number 1, pause, resist the reactive nature. Let me explain. Let me explain. When we go into a difficult process, the fact that you have a stomachache, the fact that you just heard that someone spoke bad about you, and you have difficult feelings, and you have pain, or the fact that you are going through a moment of sadness because of something, soon the all points will be, you'll be able to take a picture, everything will be the all 3 steps, okay? So, part of our ego, which is very reactive, is right away to say, it's bad, fix it right away. And say, pause, don't fix it right away. What does it mean, fix it right away? I'm angry, I'm blaming, I'm worried, I'm judging, I'm buying something, I'm cheating, I'm drinking. What other ways? Can you share in Portuguese some other ways not to deal with the process, to look for a quick fix? Can you share some other, please?
Drugs.
What?
Drugs.
Drugs.
Gym.
Gym can be good, but if it's 5 hours a day in the gym, crushing my head. What else? I'm going through some pain, from some voids, from a lack. I'm in the middle of the process, and my reactive system wants instantly to fix it and to make me feel better. Excuse me? Going to Rio? What? Shopping. Okay, I heard going to Rio. Okay. Shopping, yes. What else? Chocolate. Okay, good. What else? Sex. What else? Good. Let's be real. Yes. What else? Good.
Xanax.
What?
Xanax.
Xanax.
Complain.
Complain. Great. Complain. You're going through difficulty, calling a friend, draining their energy, complaining. I feel so much better now. You destroyed their energy. You don't feel your process anymore for an hour. It feels good. The reactive system. What other ways? Let's be real. Blame someone, absolutely. When we blame, it elevates our ego. It feels better. I don't have to go through a process. Things are sweet again. How does gossip work for you? Speaking bad about someone. Great. Sitting for breakfast, for coffee, for lunch. Speaking bad about the person you have issues with. Suddenly you feel a little better. Does it last?
No.
Still need to go through the process. The reactive system don't want us to go through the process. Instant fix. Let's fix it. Let's fix it. You have a problem in the company, and some of your co-workers, partners, employees, investors sees that something is wrong. And right away, no, it's not wrong. That's why it happened. Pause. Maybe it's wrong. You're going through a process here. Let's bring it out. Don't fix it right away. It's right away okay. Nobody's righteous. You made a mistake. No, I didn't do a mistake. I'm perfect. I made a mistake. I'm going through a process. The reactive nature, the ego, feeling good now. Who cares about the process? Who cares about the long term? So that's step number one. Pause. Resist the reactive nature to fix it right away, to get energy right away. That's number one. Number two, embrace the process and trust it's for the good. Very important. Before you fix, before you make things better, before you learn lessons about why did it happen to me, first, embrace it. Initially, we're all going to be a little reactive, but then pause, feel the sadness, accept those problems at work, accept your heartache, feel it, be there. You know that when we are going through certain heartache, do you know that the Zohar telling us, actually, in a magical way, it purifies the heart and open our heart for more love and more connection? Do we see what's happening? Do we actually see the process? We don't see. The process is a pretty magical in the midst of it. Or every time you're going to rejection in it can be in business, it can be in anything, and your ego get hurt, if you're embracing it and accepting it, it is open the gates for you to handle success without getting to your head. Because when you become known or successful without knowing how to handle rejection right, it can destroy us. Can cause us to forget about other people and about life, and it will cause only negativity and void in our life. Embrace the process, whatever it is. You have a headache, you might need to take a pill. We'll worry about it in 3 minutes, in 10 minutes. But first, I have a headache, the first thing, why I have a headache? I have an important meeting now. Pause. Don't react. Embrace the process. I'm giving birth to something positive. I don't know what it is. I'm trusting. I don't know intellectually. When I'm going through process, don't go to your mind. Our intellect can ruin our life in those moments. There are times to be intellectual and logical. There are times not to. Embrace and trust. Feel it. It's okay. It's not easy, but we can handle it. When you're going to check out a trainer in the gym, if they're good for you, you come back home and say, they were too tough, or they were too easy. Isn't it? Until you find the right trainer. Yoga trainer, gym trainer, weight trainer, karate trainer, whatever, jiu-jitsu trainer, any trainer. Okay? When it comes to life, you know what's the difference between life and a physical trainer? You know what's the trainer of every process that we're going through? The divine trainer, the creator. So every process that I'm going through, as difficult as it is, we can handle it. Maybe we need to ask for help, but we can handle it. It's not the time to use our logic. It's the time to open our heart and our soul and to ask for support and the strength to trust it's for the good. At the beginning, we don't want to accept it. We want to complain. But gradually, we're developing tools. It's already in my life. Accept it. Embrace it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but since it's happening in my life, I know it's for the good. As Karen Berg always will say, the darkest moment of the day is just before dawn. Behind every moment of fog, of darkness, of challenge, there's great light. And if we would know completely how this light will come, it's not going to be a test anymore. But that's the main test of life. Doesn't matter how spiritual we are. We're going to be surprised with a process that we're not ready for. And we need to practice that second step. Accept and embrace the process. And if I cannot, try to. It's okay. We go into the gym of life. Accept that process. You made a mistake for the 10th time. Mistake and humiliation of mistake. It's also a painful, bitter pill to swallow. Accept, embrace, and inject trust and certainty. I know it's from the good, even though logically I don't see it. This is so essential because this is the secret to save 10 years of pain in our life. 5 years, 1 month, weeks. Because blaming, complaining, reacting will prolong the process. And when I reach real bottom, I'll be forced to learn my lessons. Everybody got this one? Number 3. Now I'm ready for the lesson. And by the way, only when I'm ready. I need to ask this question. What can I learn from it? What can I do about it? A lot of people right away trying to learn the mistakes. What can I do about it? How can I fix it? If you're reactive, if you're in a fixing mode, if you're in upset mode, in a blaming mode, don't ask this question yet. When you're more calm and in a state of acceptance, you're ready to move to the next lesson. Why is it my life? Wow, because I was selfish. Why is it in my life? Because I didn't appreciate someone else. That's what it happened. But don't do it right away. Imagine a person going to the hospital because they're going through a difficult physical challenge. And right in the ambulance, ask themselves, why does it happen to you? What did I do wrong? That's skipping the process. Don't be hard on yourself. That's not the point. Don't judge yourself. You're going through the 3rd stage only when you reach state of acceptance and calm and you love yourself. You don't hate yourself. You don't blame yourself. You're not mad at yourself. You're at peace. It might take 2 minutes to ask this question. Sometimes it might take 2 weeks just to invest in accepting and embracing. And only then you're ready. Okay, what can I learn about it? What is some of the mistake I might have done there? What is the physical action I might need to take? Because that reality tried to wake me up for something. But don't wake up and don't learn the lessons reactively. Because for some of us, including me, very often, whenever I'm going through the second part of the process, I right away try to fix it and to make it better. Don't be reactive about fixing and even learning the lessons. How many of you have tendency sometimes to judge yourself too much? Can you raise a hand? All these people that have tendency to judge themselves too much, don't go to the third stage before you accept yourself. Go to the third place, but from the right place. Now is a little work I would like you to do. Few minutes. Look at one area in your life today that you are going through a process. Each one of us going through, in certain area, through a process. And how would you apply this 3 steps formula in your life today? If you open really to get really what it means in the connection. Step number 1, pause, resist the natural, the reactive nature. Step number 2, embrace the process, accept the process, be at peace with yourself, and trust it's for the good. Good will come from it. Step number 3, why is it in my life? What can I learn from it? What can I do about it? So this is more inner work. If you can please look at this and share with each other in couples, how would you apply a present difficult process in your life now? This formula can help you. Please go ahead. We'll get now 6 minutes, 3 minutes and 3 minutes all together. So afterwards, all of you will be able to take a picture of this formula, keep it with you, because it is an everlasting tool as long as we're in this world. Life is about a process of transformation. I would like to read a section from the Zohar, and if we can please go to the next slide, and afterwards we'll bring you back this slide. But let's go to the next, yes. For those of you, how many of you are here for the first time listening or hearing a class about Kabbalah and the Kabbalah Center? Can you? Welcome. Okay. One of the Kabbalistic understanding secrets that the ancient book of the Zohar that was written 2,000 years ago does not possess only wisdom, possess a lot of tremendous energy as well. And the actual letters in Aramaic from the Zohar, their shapes, their vibration, is a tool to channel light. So first I'll read the translation and then I'll explain, but then as a meditation we're going to actually recite the Aramaic. So let the translation, and you can read it here. Everything that the Holy One, blessed be, does to Israel, and righteous amongst them, is done in this way, to achieve redemption little by little. Redemption is another word for success in area in our life. So the Creator, call it the Zohar, the Holy Was Blessed Be, revealed that energy of success how? Little by little, instead of all at once. This is similar to a person who always dwells in the dark. To give him light, first we should shine upon him a small light, thin as a needle, and then slightly stronger one, and so on until full light shines upon him. We cannot handle bright light instantly. We'll be burned. So when we want blessings without going through a process, we'll be burned. If we want sustainable success, blessings, light, energy, abundance, love in every area, we have to go through the process, and that's opening our vessel for lasting blessing. What I would like to ask all of you is, as I'm going to read from the Aramaic, from the Zohar, look at the letters from right to left. And let the eyes are the window of the soul. Allow this energy of trusting, and that's our meditation now. Trusting that the process that we're going through is for the good. וכן כל מה דוד קודשה ברכו לישראל ולצדיקיה דיברו אחרי כולו ולאו בזמנה חדה לברנה שתעיב בחשוכה ודיורי אהבה בחשוכת אדיר כד יבעון לנערה לי בהר להבטחה לי נאורה זהירתה כעינה תמחתה ולבטה רב מיני וכדין בכל זמנה עד ינערון לי כל נאורה כדקה יאות. I would like to ask everybody to close your eyes. Sit straight, try not to cross your legs with your hands. Just a couple of minutes, relaxation. Few deep breaths, and as you're doing so, you bring force of peace into you, force of trust. And when you breathe out, you let go of fear, you let go of doubt. Observe the one area in your life that you are going through a difficult process. You feel stuck, you're impatient, you blame other people around you. You wish it will be over, but you are now connecting to your deeper energy of your soul. And deep in your heart and deep in your soul, you know that for you personally, you need to this process to grow. Other people might have been wrong. It's between them and God. From your point of view, you open your heart and your soul to trust the process. Of course you want to speed it up, but first you would like to accept it and trust it. Find that voice in your heart and your soul that tells you, I know it's for my growth. I know it's for my benefit. I know it's for the good. I'm accepting it and embracing it with love. Please, the light of the Creator, give me the strength to maintain that trust. I'll count now to 5, and in 5 we'll have another one deep breath, and then we'll open our eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And open our eyes. Let's make sure to bring the slide before the formula. 1 slide back. Thank you. Thank you very much everyone for coming. It was a pleasure to be with you.